Okay, I've got a machine running on AWS and I created an image for Docker. And now what I want to do is store that image in the AWS repository. Okay, so first what I need to do is to create a repository, and we can give the repository a name. I'm going to call it John for now. I'm going to delete it pretty soon afterwards. And that's it. Build, tag, now. These are the instructions how to build, tag, and push a Docker image. Okay, so they immediately come up once you've created your repository, and they're specific to that repository. So here you'll see build for John and push to John latest. Okay, so these commands are specific now to our machine. So let's take a look at them. First, so this is my machine that I'm talking to. Okay, and let me, for example, what we've done a Docker compose up, okay, which will create our image, our Docker image. And you see here we're running on port 8081, and if I come back down here, I've already done this, but I happen to know that this is the machine that we're running on, and I'll hit port 8081 and you'll see my lucky number is changing. Yep. So I've got it running now in Docker, and so now let's see what I need to do. So let me log out of that. I'm going to Control-C, and it's stopping container running Docker, and now we're back out. So now we've got our image built, our Docker image built, and we need to get it into that repository. So let's go back again and look at the commands that they gave us. So here, let me see, I want to make sure you can see this. So here we've got an AWS ECR get login. Now, when I run this on this machine, we can do sudo. It's supposed to log in, but it comes back with this no include email. It seems to have a problem in that something isn't up to date. But what I notice, if I go back to my original one here, so I'm in my command terminal, I'm logged into my own machine, but if I do this, it actually does that login. So what I need to do is I need to save this. This is a security token from that login. Let me go back up and make sure I get the whole thing here. So here, Docker login, AWS, and now this is the security token. Now I need to capture all of that. So let me edit, copy. Now if I go back here, so I've already done that. Now what I need to do is to actually use that to log in. So I'm going to do a sudo, paste it in, and return, and login is succeeded. Now I'm talking to my container. Okay, so AWS has a lot of security, and we needed to give it the right password to talk to the container. So now I'm talking to the container. So I'm at this, I've run the Docker login command. Now I need to build my Docker image. So this is Docker build -t John. Let me copy it, and that's here. So I need to do sudo again, paste it in, Docker build John. So now it's building it. We built it successfully. Now we need to tag it. This is the fourth command here, Docker tag. Okay, copy that, copy, and put it back in now to here. So we're tagging it. and we're calling it John Latest. Instead of calling it this is the whole name, right? There's the machine, or that's the repository. We do that. So now it's tagged, and now the last command that we have, let me move it up so you can see, is this one, docker push. So we copy that, and it's pushing it up to the repository we created. Let me move this a minute so we can copy and go back and paste this in. So sudo again, docker push. So now it's pushing it up into the repository. Now you'll see that it's pushing lots of images. So it's not a single image actually. And now we'll have it as a single image, but it's made up of these pieces. Sub-images, you might call them. Let me pause. Okay, so I'm resuming, and it just came back with the digest. Now if we go back up to Amazon, so here we are. We've completed that, so let me, done. And yep, I clicked on done, and now we're back showing our repositories. Let me just refresh this, okay? So I'm going to go refresh. Okay, so let's take a look at our repositories. Here we are, we've got John. Let's see if we've got anything in the John repository. So I'm clicking on John here. Yeah, we've got our image. Here it is, called latest, okay? And here it is with that, it's SHA. So we created a Docker image on the AWS machine, and now we've stored it. So next time we can actually pull it back from this repository, okay?